All right, y'all can hear me now. Cool. Let me just get this off of this. This is a cool thumbnail. Y'all can hear me now. Okay. Let me get this cool thumbnail off. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I am back. Oh, my hair. Hold up. My hair is wild right now inside this thing. Okay. Oh man. I'm not trying to look perfect for camera, guys. I need to look, so what's the word? Fetch, I guess, for all you Mean Girls fans. I'm trying to look fetch. All right. So how to look perfect for the camera. But yeah. So today finally is a day that I'm finally giving you guys a stream I've been wanting to do for a while now. It was scheduled on June 12th, that far back. But then just things happened and I've been super busy. And I came home from the video day and I was like, you know what? I'm doing nothing this evening. I was like, I have free time on my hands. So I have 4 of you guys watching right now, which is actually pretty good. So, I mean, I wasn't expecting a lot of you guys to watch this late, but it's considerate that you guys are coming in right now. And anyone who doesn't watch, you can always watch after the fact and come back in and watch it here. But today is a very special stream and one of the most important streams, maybe the most important stream I'll do, because of a special announcement that I'm saving at the end. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I thought with Pride Month happening now, I thought that would be a perfect time. So I am going to do that at the end, but leading up to that, I thought, why not? For all you guys, we still have a few more days of Pride Month. For all of you guys who are looking for like a good show to binge that is LGBT centric, I'm here to help you out and get you to watch a show that is perfect for the LGBT community and for this month. So I'm going to give you guys my top 10 shows ranked that you guys can check out now, where you can watch them, all that fun stuff. And then I'm also I also have a list of honorable mentions I'll give you guys, but yeah, so all that and then the special announcement at the end. So but before I do any of that, I want to take some comments. We've got Josh Craig in the house. Hello, Josh. Says, I'm here. Oh, it's good to see you. And then, so yeah, I was just talking to him actually in the group chat. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. All right. I decided to take off my shoes. They're killing me all day. All right. And then we've got Fluffy in the house. Says, I hear you, sir. Have you ever heard of the comedian Fluffy? I'm just wondering if you ever have heard of him because he's one of my favorite comedians. So every time I say Fluffy, I always think of that comedian. So yeah, guys. And I also want to thank you all. I was going to say this for the end, but with what's coming at the end already, I'm going to tell you guys this now. But I just want to thank you all for the support. I never thought I'd make it as far as I did. I was happy at like 75 subscribers one night, and now it's like I'm at 709 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for your just endless support, and you guys continue to show some love and everything, and show us some love. I'll say, because like I said, we are all community here. We are all film fans, TV fans, whatever it may be. We all share in this together. So it is something. There's something for everyone here, and I want us to feel like that. I want us to feel like a family. I want us to feel, special. So, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support. And there will be a 700 subscriber celebration coming. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'll be doing something for it. So, with that said, why don't we roll on into giving you guys the goods, what y'all have been waiting for. First off, I've not really done this on camera much, but I don't know. I feel like this is more, yeah, that color is a little bit more Pride color. So I'm going to go with the yellow. All right. Anyways, with that said, let's get to our list. So I'm going to give you guys my honorable mentions first, just run through those, and then I'm gonna and just give brief reasons as to why they are honorable mentions. And then we will go into um, doing the top 10 list. So, with that said, let's get this thing started. So, the first honorable mention I want to throw at you guys that almost made the list. It was this close, and I could consider it being on the list sometime very soon. Is a show called Never Have I Ever on Netflix. It's a beautiful coming of age show. The only reason it's an honorable mention is season 2 was a little bit more of a letdown than season 1. Season 1 was great, and then season 2 was like, okay, it's good, but it was not like great like the first season. So that's the reason it didn't make my list. But this show is really fun, guys, and I highly recommend this. If you have not seen Never Have I Ever, it's not only is it great LGBT representation, but it's also great like Pakistani. I'm so sorry to any of like Indian people who are watching this. I'm trying to pronounce it correctly, but it is very good representation for that culture as well. So definitely go and check it out. It's from Mindy Kaling, who you guys might know from Parks and Rec. Was it Parks and Rec or The Office? I always get those confused. I think she was on Parks and Rec. So it's from Mindy Kaling. She does a really excellent job on it. So check it out. Can't wait for season 3. Next up, I've got one. Now, these are actually, especially the first one, is my favorite show of the 2010s. The reason it's not on this list is because while it does have LGBTQ representation stuff, it doesn't really hone it in on that much. So I had to kind of leave it off the list because I wanted something that more, and I have one that's already kind of edging that line a bit. So I wanted to put something on that actually, represented the LGBTQ community more. But Haunting of Hill House and Haunting of Bly Manor. Haunting of Hill House is the one that's my favorite show of the 2010s. Love it. And as you know, Theo in that show is like, I think she's bisexual or something, but they don't really go much into her sexuality. That's why I didn't put this on this list, because she has girlfriends, sleeps with with a woman, all that stuff, but it doesn't really go deep into it. Haunting of Bly Manor does go more into it, and it's like pretty much clear that she's into women. So that definitely has more of a chance of being on here, but I didn't like Bly Manor as much as Haunting a Hill House. If I went in knowing it was going to be like a gothic romance rather than a horror, like what Haunting a Hill House was, then I probably would have liked it more. So I want to rewatch Bly Manor at some point and see if I actually like it better, because there's a good chance I could. But for now, for the sake of this list, that will be on the honorable mentions lineup. So next up in my honorable mentions is a show. We mentioned one that's horror, all that stuff. And by the way, so far these two are on Netflix. So I didn't mention that you can watch Never Have I Ever and the Haunting shows on Netflix. A lot of these are Netflix. Like they are killing it with the LGBT scene. So next up is a Christmas show. Yes, there was one, Haunting a Hill House. You can watch around Halloween time, and it's fitting. It's perfect. And now this one's a Christmas show. You can watch it around Christmas time. It only lasted one season, but really, it only needed one season because it was just like it kind of has an ending to it. I mean, I felt like they wanted a season 2. I think they even announced they were going to do a season 2 at one point, but I think they just dropped that, and I'm fine with it because it had an ending. But it's one called Dash and Lily. Now, the reason why this is an honorable mention is her brother, who's a great character, is LGBTQ plus. He's gay, like full on just gay. So that's the reason why I have this show on here. Dash and Lily was really cute, really charming for a Christmas show. If you guys have not checked it out, definitely this Christmas, I highly encourage you guys check out Dash and Lily. It's a really cute romance. It's a it's a more of a cis romance, straight romance story, but it is still beautiful, and you still have that gay romance in the background. So it's really, really well done. So next, another show that was canceled. Let's go on to HBO. I have not seen the I think it was called Skate Kitchen or whatever it's called, but I haven't seen the original indie film that this is based off of. But I watched Betty on HBO. Lasted 2 seasons, and this is a really good show, guys. It was only 6 episodes a season. I'm trying to clear my throat, guys. Sorry, but it was for the 6 episodes they gave us. It was quite well done. So this definitely goes into sort of sexual identity, where people belong in that sense and everything. So it really tackles issues like that are really well, and a great coming of age style with a lot of great characters that you just love and want to kind of hang out with. So definitely recommend Betty if you guys have not seen that. Even though it's canceled, it's still a good show to watch. And then next up, I have Amazon Prime series. This is only 3 episodes long, so you guys have no excuse to not watch it. This is literally only 3 episodes. It's called A Very English Scandal. Now, this show is really well done, but it is one of those that's I don't know. It didn't make the list because I'm a little bit, even though it's legal, they're both adults, I was still a little bit thrown off by the age gap in this show. This show stars, let me look up the other actor's name. It stars Hugh Grant, but also stars, what is it? What's his name? Ben Whishaw. Yeah, so Ben Whishaw and Hugh Grant. So Ben Whishaw is obviously a lot younger than Hugh Grant. They're both adults, though, but that was a little bit weird. But it's about this scandal that happened to some British politician, I believe, back then. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember it being really fun. Next up, though, I do want to talk about one that almost made the cut. It did not make the list because it's not really heavily in on this, but I remember Maeve as a character was LGBT, and that is the show The Boys. They tackle some stuff in there about it, but overall it's not really a major LGBT show, so that's why it's not on here. But yeah, so The Boys is a great one to check out if you guys have not watched it. Oh my god, the new season! Oh my god, Herogasm, dude, that was the best episode one of the best episodes of television ever. That was just so amazing. And I'll just throw this out there because the first 2 seasons were great, but Killing Eve, it falls off afterwards. You guys don't really need to watch that. But those are just a few ones I wrote down. And then, I forgot, Teenage Bounty Hunters. That's another one on Netflix. You guys have not watched that. It was canceled after 1 season, but it is still great. I highly recommend it. Really good coming of age Netflix series. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Where's Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt? I never finished it. I watched some of it, never finished it. You guys are probably thinking, well, where's Modern Family? I watched a good chunk of Modern Family, actually, but I've never finished Modern Family. And same with not finishing This Is Us. And these are all shows that I finished. So I wanted to put shows on here that I've finished and watched completely to make it fair to you guys. But that's why those shows aren't on here. Oh, and there's one more honorable mention I almost forgot too. The last one, I promise, and then we're getting to the list. But it is it is Stranger Things. I am gonna throw that one on here because Robin is a lesbian on the show. She's into women. And I have a feeling Will is gay, all right? I'm just throwing that. Will is gay. All right, there's no denying that. Okay, he's gay. So So yeah, Stranger Things, their new season is great. The last two episodes are coming out. Cannot wait. Um, but yeah, that show. Robin is one of my favorite characters, so I had to show her some love. She's excellent. Um, so yeah, Stranger Things. But yeah, my honorable mentions. Just run through them again real quick. You have Never Have I Ever, Betty, Haunting of Bly Manor in Hill House, Dash and Lily, Teen- Teenage Bounty Hunters, Very English Scandal, The Boys, Stranger Things, or did I say that already? No, I don't know. And then, uh, killing. But like I said, I don't even talk about that one. But yeah, so those are my honorable mentions for you guys. There's still many shows. I'm well aware. Pose, that's another one I haven't seen all of yet. So that's another one I need to check out. Pose, I've heard amazing things of. I've watched like the first episode or first two episodes, and I was into it. I just never got around finishing it. So one day I might update this list, and then you guys might see like almost a whole different list from me. Because, like I said, they've got to catch up on Pose, Modern Family, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. There's so many other ones I gotta catch up on. Plus, any future LGBTQ plus shows that come, it's just kind of nuts. So, yeah, I gotta catch up on things. So this list could change, but overall, this is the list I have, and I hope you guys are satisfied with it. Before I get to my list, I wanted to take some of your fan comments. We have Noah Torrance, Mr. 2000 himself. You guys have seen him on the Jurassic Park 2 watch along. That was a really fun series I did for you guys. He says, fan person scream, we love you, Wolfman! That goes wild. Okay, cool. I just humiliated myself. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, there's that. Thank you, Noah. This has been a friend of mine since high school. Um, and he already knows what I'm about to announce. Him and Heather already know, and I think Josh does now. So a few of you guys know what I'm going to announce today, but not everyone. And then says, "Hey, Wolfman, happy Pride, everyone." Um, and then Flames spined her. That's nice. And then Josh Craig says, "I gotta go to bed. Have to be up in 6 hours for work. Have a good night, man." Oh, yeah, that can be kind of rough. It's fine, dude. Watch it after the fact. Watch it getting ready for work tomorrow, or listen to it getting ready for work tomorrow. That can definitely help. So, yeah, says also proud of you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Happy Pride Month to you all and to you, Josh. So yeah, go to bed, do all that. You can come back here and watch it. Uh, you know, when you're getting ready for work tomorrow, or listen to it. With that said, I have said that so many times today that you play a drinking game every time I said, with that said, because I have said that way too many times. We are going to get to the list. So, starting with number 10, I would be literally burned at the stake by the gay or LGBTQ plus community. Like, nail me to a stake and burn me alive on the stake if I did not mention the Fab Five themselves, Queer Eye. You have to mention Queer Eye because these guys are like the ultimate, like, just lovable gays out there. Like, they are some of the best gays that you're ever going to know. Anthony, Jonathan, Tan, Karamo, Bobby, they're all great. I especially love Jonathan. He's so funny with the long hair and holding the hashtag there. But yeah, definitely love Queer Eye. This is a show on Netflix that you guys can check out. And I had to throw in a reality show in there. I need to show some reality, show some love, and you'll notice there's some genres that are like the same, but you also know some different genres on this list. Like I have a comic book show for comic book show representation and stuff. So there's a few stuff like that, and I want to show some reality show love here because this show is really special. This really is something special. It's not just a makeover show, and I mean, and it showed me like I need to keep more tidy and more clean and all that stuff. It's helped me on that front, but it's also just a show about community, a show about just people coming together and helping each other, and just what that can do for someone. And it really is a beautiful story that, and just a beautiful show that has really helped impact me and other people I know in the queer community. So it is, so yeah, it's really a great show if you guys have not seen it. And if you don't miss a beat, like almost every episode gets just better and better and better. Each season gets better and better and better. It's Queer Eye is awesome, and I highly recommend it, guys. So yeah, so there you go. Queer Eye at number 10. So at number 9, like I said, I had to have some form of comic book show representation in here. And because of Negative Man, and I'm trying to remember the real character's name, it's played by the guy from White Collar. Why can't I think of his name? It's played by Matt Bomer. Yeah, Larry Trainer in Negative Man. If you guys already know what it is if y'all are fans of it. It's one of the greatest comic book series of all time, and that is Doom Patrol. Oh, we gotta stick together. Keep our head up, nothing lasts forever. That's right. There's a song where they're singing a Kelly Clarkson song with a drag queen. So this is totally fitting because you've got gay representation, you got drag queen representation, you've got everything in there, and it is. I think even one of the personalities of Crazy Jane, I believe one of the personalities is like LGBT or something like that. So you get like many different kind of representations in here. And by the way, I just want to throw it out there. I know already I'm getting hate. I haven't finished the Umbrella Academy, guys. I'm going to finish that, and then I might add this to the list. But as of right now, that show is not on here. But The Boys was on my honorable mentions, and Doom Patrol is here in the number 9 spot because this show is excellent. You guys can watch the show on HBO Max, but I was one of the cool kids. I watched this on the DC Universe streaming service. If any of you guys even remember that, back when that thing was out, that's like an ancient relic at this point. But I watched it on the DC Universe streaming service, and this show is great. Like I said, it has Matt Bomer. It's got it's got Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser's and it has a role in it. He plays Cliff Steele / Robot Man, and then you get Timothy Dalton. Timothy Dalton has a role in there. Alan Tudyk has a role in there. And oh man, I love Alan Tudyk in the show and Timothy Dalton in the show. They're so good. Season 3 was Diane Guerrero. She is Emmy worthy in this show. But season 3 had some amazing episodes. Don't get me wrong. It was a little bit of a drop off though, because I'm not going to spoil the show for any of you guys who haven't seen it. It is wacky and wild, and I highly recommend it. But one of the best comic book shows on TV. But there's a character that's sort of absent for a majority of season 3 or pretty much all of it, and you really felt that character was missing. You were kind of like, I wish that character was here because that character kind of made the show. So that character was gone, but the show's quality, at least, was not gone. So that's why it's here at number 9, because it is still really solid. Now, coming in at number 8, this is a show that had its second season. I watched both seasons, and honestly, like, even if it gets renewed for season 3, I might not watch season 3 because, like, it kind of ended perfectly where it was at, honestly. Like, the ending was perfect to season 2. I was like, I don't need any more. But it's a show that I wouldn't lie. I would still watch more if there was more because I love it. And the show is called Hacks. This is on HBO. It stars Jean Smart right there, as you see, and then Hannah Einbinder. She is she's sort of new to the scene, but she stars in this alongside Jean Smart, and both of them are brilliant. Their chemistry here is so palpable, and their performances here are excellent. This is a Emmy nominated series, comedy series. It's been nominated across the board, winning Emmys and stuff like that. And its second season, it did not have a sophomore slump. Its second season even surpassed season one. This show is incredible, guys. And I highly recommend checking out Hacks on HBO if you guys have not seen it. It has, lesbian representation in there because of Hannah Einbinder's character. She's more bisexual, but she mostly is lesbian in there. And then you've got the guy in it who's a co-writer, but he's also a character in there. Paul W. Downs. He's gay, but then you also have another gay character in there, played brilliantly by Carl Clemens Hopkins. Marcus, he is a gay character in here. And it just really explores those relationships in a very real and honest way, while also being one of the most hilarious shows on TV. So I definitely recommend checking this one out, guys. You will get poignant moments, character moments, emotional moments, hilarious moments. It's great. It's about this stand-up comic played by Jean Smart, who's kind of a smartass. And Hannah Einbinder comes into her life for reasons that are, I guess you could say, coincidental or something. And so she ends up, after pretty much going off on Deborah Vance, which is the name of the stand-up comedian, she gets hired for the job of writing for Deborah because the jabs that she used towards Deborah, she said, "All right, you got some good stuff here. Those were really funny." So she hires them, and they go on the road together, working together, doing, gigs and all that stuff. And it's really, really good, guys. I highly recommend checking out Hacks if you guys have not seen it. It's one of the best shows on TV right now, and one of the best LGBTQ plus centric television shows. So now at number 7, I binged the hell out of this show in order to do this video for you guys. I loved every second of it. It's called Heartstopper. This is a Netflix show that's just so good. I've not read the manga or graphic novel or whatever it is, comic series. I've not read it. I don't know what it is, if it's a manga or if it's a graphic novel. I know there's some sort of comic book that is that this is based off of. But watching this show, first off, the soundtrack, soundtrack is so good on the show. But these two characters, they have so much great chemistry with one another. I want to get their names right, so because they're kind of not really no names, I guess. Oh, okay, they kind of are. But Joe Locke and Kit Connor, they are so good on the show. Show's at 8.8 on IMDb, guys. That is super high for IMDb. It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. This show is something special. Like, I almost considered putting this even higher. Like, and I'm kind of surprised in, but just because it's so recent and I'm waiting for it to kind of sink in more because I just watched it recently. But this one could jump way higher up there, guys. This show is really good, and every character in this: Yasmin Finney as Elle, William Gao as Tao, oh man, Rhea Norwood as Imogen, Olivia Colman's in this series. It's Sarah Nelson. Yeah, every one of them is so good, and they all feel so honest and so real. There's this kind of age stories. There's this coming of age shows where a lot of times you watch something and they're just overdoing it with like, do you know what I mean? They're like overdoing it with like the teenage angst stuff and overdoing it with all that uh, crap that by the time you are like trying to get into it, you really can't because it's just like it's overbearing with that. Everything here feels earned. Every character here feels necessary. And every plot line feels necessary. They are all characters that you wish you were friends with in real life, that you wish you knew. Every character on this show is just brilliant. And the writers of the show know how to handle the gay community, the lesbian community, whatever community it is, and just handle it with so much care and dignity that I just respect the show so much. And it also has one of the greatest coming out scenes in any television show or movie that I've seen. Like this show is just, it got me emotional. And this show has gotten me emotional several times. It's gotten me to laugh. It's gotten me to just smile and feel my heart warmed. Like that's what the show does to you. And oh man, his sister is so great in the show. There's so much I could talk about with Heartstopper, guys. Check out Heartstopper on Netflix. You will not regret it. It's only like it is 10 episodes, but they're all like 20 to 30 minutes a piece, somewhere in between there. So it's a very quick binge, trust me, but it's something that is very special that you guys need to check out. Now, at number 6, I've got a show that like Heartstopper could bump this one up eventually. Season 1 of this show is a masterpiece, like 10 out of 10 masterpiece level. And especially the special episodes, and you guys probably know what I'm talking about already because I said special episodes. If you guys are fans of the show, you don't know what I'm talking about. Season 2 is really good. It is. But there was like the first episode started off really strong, then it ended really strong. Or it ended good. It started out really strong. Like the middle, like episode 5 is like really, really good. There's a few episodes here and there that weren't as good as season 1, but overall, guys, season 2 is really good, and season 1 is just a masterpiece. And that is a show called, yes, y'all have guessed it, the most popular show on HBO now that Game of Thrones has ended. It is Euphoria. This show starring Emmy winner Zendaya, my girl, oh my god, my girl, Hunter Schafer, Sydney Sweeney, who is incredible in season 2. So many good names in there. Maud Apatow, so many good people here. This is a great, not only coming of age story, this is a great story on the LGBT community, whether it's, lesbian relationships, gay relationships, stuff like that, or whether it is stuff on the trans community, especially the Jules special episode. My favorite character, Jules, especially her special episode. It's like when you actually explore her episode and like know what the trans community has to go through and what they have to deal with and everything, it's some really, really important stuff there. Now the show is extremely hard to watch. They deal with a lot of adult details. Like this is, even though it's a show around teens, this is not a teen show, guys. This is a show that deals a lot with drugs and addiction, and it deals with, sex. It deals a lot with even unconsensual sex, and it deals with a few other things there. So it's a show that's really, really hard to watch. But if you can get past it and get past certain stuff like that, it is really well done, guys. This is one of the best shows on TV right now. And honestly, I do like season 2 a lot more than I've thought about it. So I had problems with it when I first watched it, but like the more I thought on it, like season two was like is great. Season one's a masterpiece. I definitely recommend checking out uh Euphoria when you guys get a chance. The only reason season two did a drop off for me, and I did say it was like really good, just still great, but really good or somewhere in there. The community ruined it for me. See, I didn't have the toxic community when I watched Euphoria season one. That's why I loved it so much. But then Euphoria season two comes out, and I hear all these people be like, "Oh my god, I ship them. Oh my god, that couple team this person, team that person," and I couldn't handle it. I could not stand it anymore because the point of the show is every single relationship, pretty much every single one, is toxic. And it's meant to be toxic. It is meant to be a relationship that you don't want. And yet, all these teens who shouldn't even be watching the show go on here and start like spouting what team they are. They're like, I'm Team Maddie. I'm Team Cassie. Oh, I love what was the dumb name? It was like Flexi, which was like Fez and Lexi, or oh, Rules, which is like Rue and Jules or whatever. And I'm like, do you guys not realize that y'all are like supporting absolutely toxic relationships that should not be happening. These people need to grow the fuck up before they can even be in a relationship. Are you guys telling me that y'all are supporting this right now? What is happening? Like, I don't get it. We live in a society where like they just don't care. They're just like, oh, those people, they'd be cute together without actually realizing the side effects of what would happen there if they were together. So it's like, God, and then it's like I try to criticize something on the show because I there was a few things in there that I thought, okay, well, this didn't work, this didn't work. You can't criticize the show. If you criticize the show, you get fans attacking you who are saying like, well, you just didn't get it, or well, you just don't understand good television. Then I'm like, what are you saying? One person even said, well, you're just homophobic, and it had nothing to do, literally nothing to do with a gay character on the show. I had an issue with something else, and they were like saying, "Well, you're just homophobic." I'm like, how is that? Literally, what the hell? I'm like, it's a straight person that I'm bashing here. What the hell are you even talking about? And so, like, this community is horrendous, and that is the reason why this show is dropped off for me some. Because, and I'm still excited for season three, but that is the thing I'm looking forward to the least. I might have to just stay off social media entirely when season three comes out. Like, I mean, I might just have to completely just not be on Facebook, not be on Twitter, Instagram, whatever the hell it is. I may have to just not be on any of that because of how toxic this community is, and I will not take it anymore. Like the song, "We're not gonna take it." No, we are not. I am not taking this bullshit anymore, and I'm shutting them down. All right. So, and if you guys are any of those Euphoria people, you guys know I'm a fan. Y'all have seen Euphoria posts on this channel, even. I have a Euphoria post on here that you can find. I'm a fan of this show. But if any of you guys are fans of these shows, please be kind. Just don't be this overbearing annoyance that a lot of these fans say they are. So, or, you know, don't say they are, I guess, because they won't admit it. But it's yeah, don't be like that, guys. But anyways, Euphoria is on HBO. If you guys want to check it out, I still highly recommend it. Just don't read anything about the show. It'll ruin the experience for you. And then at number 5, I have another HBO series. And this one is one that is a lot more emotional. It's a 4-episode series. You guys have no excuse to not watch it. It is 4 episodes. That's literally, you can get that done in a day. Um, they're all about an hour apiece though, but that's 4 hours. You can get that done in a day, guys. And it's called It's a Sin. This is a uh, HBO series that is really, really important because anyone who knows me knows I'm like a big 70s and 80s person. I, I wish I grew up in that era. I'm huge, I'm big into that era. This show tackles something that I think needed to be tackled. It was nominated. I even voted for it for best show at the Independent Spirit Awards last year. It was my one of my favorite shows of 2021. Like in my top 5 shows of 2021. This show, guys, deals with like the surge, like the start and then the surge and all that stuff of the AIDS epidemic during the 1980s. So, with that said, that it's going to be a really emotional show. Um, and if I remember correctly, I think it's like based on true events or inspired off of like what I think the writer of it, I know what it was. The writer of it saw some, like, knew some friends in his life that dealt with this and grew up during he was a gay man who grew up during that era. And so he wanted to kind of honor those people by writing a very raw and real depiction of a era and a time that was just so gut wrenching. And the show definitely sticks true to that. The show itself is gut wrenching, and every single cast member on It's a Sin, yeah, their performances ain't a sin. I'll tell you that because It's a Sin. They, it's a sin that none of these people have were nominated for Emmys or won or anything, because that's the real sin. Because these people, oh my God, they are so good. I want to get their names right on here, but it is, yeah, Ollie Alexander. He was nominated for an Independent Spirit Award and I think Critics' Choice Award. I know I even voted for him one time. So Ollie Alexander's Richie Tozer, so good. Nathaniel Curtis as Ash was so good. I'm not going to pronounce the character's last name because that's really hard. But then Sean Dooley is Clive Tozer, excellent. Um, Omari Douglas is Roscoe, was excellent. Lydia West as Jill Baxter, was excellent. So, like, yeah, and they even have and like they even have Stephen Fry pop up in this series. They've got what's the guy that Neil Patrick Harris pop up in this series. So yeah, this show, who Neil Patrick Harris and Stephen Fry are both gay in real life. So they got real gay people in here. They got real lesbian people in here. It's really, really impactful, guys. And yeah, this is something that is truly, truly special. Like I said, it's only 4. It's actually okay. It's not 4 episodes. It's 5 episodes, but still 5 episodes of television, guys. And they're all clocking around like 50 minutes each. So you guys can do that in a day or less than a day. So I highly recommend It's a Sin, guys. And it is going to be a sin if you do not watch this show because it is truly something special. And it's just one season of television. Since it's a mini series, it's one season of television, then you're done. So you're good there, and it's definitely worth the watch. So yeah, so that's my number 5. We are getting closer to the end of this one. Ari is in the chat and he's asking, what show are you talking about? I was just now talking about the show It's a Sin on HBO Max, the 5-episode miniseries that I highly recommend about the AIDS epidemic during the 1980s. This is just something that is really, really impactful, and may even jump up on this list the more I think about it, because it stuck with me a lot. And every character, like, it's just the character dynamics, everything is so brilliant. Masterpiece of television. Um, and then let's see. Then next up, uh, I've got on my list here. And yes, Ari, you can, uh, but I'll send you the link closer to the end once I get to the special announcement or afterwards. Um, but next up, number 4 on this list is one that is impactful in 2 ways because it is, it's LGBT representation. It's also autistic representation. If you guys know what I'm talking about, yeah, even though the lead character is now played by an autistic actor, there's actually other characters within the show that are all played by real autistic actors. Um, and the LGBT characters that they have in here are all part of that community. So they do have some things going in there for them. This is a 4-season series that I watched during quarantine, and this was just so lovely, guys, and so charming. Uh, and it is called Atypical. This show is one of my favorite shows on Netflix. Um, it stars the likes of just wanted to get it right, but um, it stars the likes of Jennifer Jason Leigh. She's excellent as the mother. Michael Rappaport as the dad, super excellent in there. Bridget Lunley Payne as Casey is in there, who you guys might recognize from like Bill and Ted 3. And then you've got uh, Fievel Stewart. Oh my God, as Izzy, my favorite character. She's so good. And then Keir Gilchrist, I think is how he says his name, from It Follows, plays is the lead character in this. So yeah, the whole cast is excellent, guys. And this is one of those shows that actually ended good. It had us from start to end. It was a very solid series, a very good series, very impactful series. Something that was super that touched me emotionally and that I really related to. Um, and it's one of those shows that's just feels like I said, honest and real. I'll just take a drinking game every time I say honest because it does. It feels very honest and real, and it's just one of those shows that just feels like life, like true life, like just that you're watching that kind of unfold on screen. And Casey and Izzy are like relationship goals. There's another relationship I want to mention on here that are relationship goals, but Casey and Izzy are like ultimate relationship goal. All right. They are like the ultimate pair. I love them. Um, and so yeah, they're the show excellent across the board, guys. Highly recommend it. You guys are not gonna regret it. Ari says, I love the person from Bill and Ted 3, the one on the left. Yes. Yes, she is excellent. Um, and okay. He says, that's what I like about The Walking Dead. We're just following these people's lives. Yeah, well, they I guess you could say they do a lot of walking in The Walking Dead because because you're just sitting there like a dead slug, just watching people walk and walk again and walk again. But it's I know that show has a fan base. And then um, oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. I did not know that. I did not know that. I thought it was a she. I'm very sorry. I apologize. I did not know that Bridget Lundy Payne was non-binary. Now I do know. See, that's the thing. I'm okay with people who, as long as they realize their mistake, if they don't know that person's pronouns when they're first talking about that person, if you like go off on that person for not getting their pronouns right, like immediately or whatever, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. If you just don't, I mean, you're an asshole if you keep on continuing not to get their pronouns right and you like refuse to call them by the proper pronouns. That's also being an asshole. But still, you are an asshole if like if that person doesn't understand, and you can go by anything you want. But if you're non-binary and you're talking to that person for the first time in your life, y'all haven't met before, and you refer that person as she or her or whatever, and then that person goes off on you for calling them that, that I feel like that is just that right there is wrong behavior because how are they supposed to know? Now if you say it's actually they them, that's my pronouns I go by, I'm non-binary, and then the person's like, oh, okay, so she this and her that and he this or her that, him that, and all that stuff, and you just continue to misgender them and refuse to use their pronouns, that's also being an asshole. That's straight up being an asshole. So there's that on both sides. I'm just saying that. But yeah, so once you know, it's always a good thing to call someone by their proper pronouns. I'm just saying that. Um, and then Ari says they're legitimately older people who don't know what non-binary is, who just want to learn. Exactly. We're all learning. We're all, even me and even me who is sort of part of this community, and that will be part of my special announcement coming up. But even me, like I even me, I'm like still learning some things. So we every day is a learning curve, and we all learn something new. And this is one of those things that we just really need. I heard something, but this is one of those things we really um, just need to take time to learn. Anyway, so my number three, I'm getting closer to the end, guys. My number three on this list is a show, my favorite. Um, hold up, guys. All right, guys. So give me just time out real quick, guys. I need to go handle something. I will be right back, but we're in the top three, guys. So stay tuned. Um, and any of you guys watching this after the fact, just fast forward it, and then you will eventually get to my pretty face again. But yeah, I just gotta go handle something. I will be right back. So not too long, but until then, I will let you guys look at the pretty thumbnail that I made. So uh, All right, I'm back. I know I lost a majority of my viewers, and you know what? I kind of deserve that, but it was important. I had to run and off and do something. It was something that could not wait. It was extremely important, but um, but here I am now. So we are continuing, guys. We're in the top three. Had to take a little bit of intermission there. It's only like 5 minutes or so, but we're back now. Filled up my drink while I was at it because my throat. So uh, we're getting closer to the end. So at number three is my favorite sitcom of all time. Yes, it's my favorite sitcom of all time, but number two is a sitcom. And the only reason it's higher is because I feel like it is a better representation of the slightly better representation of the LGBT community. Um, so that is why I have that one higher. But at number three is my favorite sitcom of all time, and that is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Now, the reason I have this on the list is because of this scene here and this episode. Mac finds his bride. This episode is just spectacular. It is beautiful, but also Mac himself plays a gay man who's kind of closeted and is kind of not willing to admit he's gay. And sure, sometimes they'll, because it's always sunny in satirical ways, they will kind of make fun of that sometimes, but they never once, you never feel like they're bashing anyone because apparently the actual Rob McClaney, McKinney, is that how you say it? I forget how you say his name, but close enough. Um, he apparently he is a straight man, but his entire family, every single family member he has, are part of the like LGBT community. They're all gay or lesbian or something like that. So he wanted to make this scene feel very special to those in his life and other people's lives that have a hard time coming out or you know or are afraid to express themselves. And it's the one time It's Always Sunny was became extremely serious and had it was humorous in the first half, but then once it reaches that third act, it's something that ends on a very poignant and beautiful note because Danny DeVito's character Frank, he's they're trying to get Mac to join in the gay pride parade, and um and he's the whole episode is him trying to convince Mac, hey, you need to go on this dance on this float that we have set up. You need to dance on this float. And Mac is like, I just don't know where I fit as a gay man. I don't know if I want to dance on the float, and because I'm not sure where I fit in. And Danny DeVito, he even says like, I'm never going to understand the gay thing. He's like, but I'll try to help you out and see if whatever I can do to get you on this float. So he's takes him to like a gay strip club or whatever and all this other stuff, trying to help see if that like eases him into doing that because Frank is selfish. But then at the end of this episode, you know, he realizes Mac tells Frank that he's never come out. He says, well, maybe that's the issue. You need to or come out to your dad or whatever. And his dad is extremely unsupportive, kind of a criminal. And so then he's like, I just don't know if I can. Well, think of me and all this stuff. And so they kind of go to the jail station where his dad is, and it goes horribly wrong. And then after that, uh, Frank has a realization, or he's just like realizes he's been selfish, and he says, I'm not going to understand it. I may never understand it. He's like, but it's your thing. You have to do this. And so he makes sure that Mac goes on stage and says, Dad, I'm gay, and then he does this whole dance that's absolutely beautiful, and then um, it's pretty much just you see Frank standing staring out as he's looking in there, and then he's like, "Oh my god, I get it," and then he's like clapping, and everyone stands up, and it's a beautiful tender moment that It's Always Sunny did, and so I highly, highly recommend if you guys have not seen that episode or some of the other episodes, like even the comedic ones. There's an episode where Danny DeVito saves Mac by telling him, "Get out the way, faggot," and all that stuff. And by him saying that, he saved Mac's life. So the whole episode is, was it a hate crime or was it him being a hero? Because he still saved him, but using hate speech. So it's kind of so you get all those different things there. So it's definitely it's definitely an interesting episode that really does hone in on the LGBTQ plus community because it even has trans stuff in there and everything. So definitely recommend it if you guys have not seen it. So then, uh, and Ari says, send the link to the It's Always Sunny thing, or to what? What are you referring to? Um, but yeah, so um, next up, at number 2, um, I've got uh, man in the top 2, but at number 2, I got the show, the sitcom, Emmy-winning sitcom that is just spectacular in every sense of the word, and that is Schitt's Creek. Talk about a show that is like beloved, that is just by a it's a pop original series, and it blew off because of Netflix. Netflix is what made this show pop, and it's on Netflix now. You guys can still watch it. I watched all the seasons, and it never missed. This comedy show is just excellent from start to finish, and it ends really good. It's an example of a show that ends spectacularly, and it's got Eugene Levy, Dan Levy, um, what's her face from the Home Alone movies, Catherine Catherine something from Home Alone. I was right there. It's Catherine something. I know it is. Um, let me just double check what it is. It's Catherine O'Hara. See, I knew it. Catherine O'Hara. Annie Murphy is in there. Chris Elliott, which is funny. I actually have a friend named Chris Elliott, but Sarah Levy, all the Levies are in this. And Noah Reed is Patrick. Like, so many good actors in this one. It's one of the best shows ever to grace television. And you just love this family, even if you can't really relate to like them fully, because like they're rich kind of snobs at first. But then as it goes along, they find a way to take those rich people and to make a relatable kind of profound kind of um, comedy with them. And you see David's journey uh, as a gay man on the show, and it's really something special, something truly beautiful. Um, and David and Patrick are relationship goals, dude. Like, oh my god, I talked about earlier how Casey and Izzy were relationship goals. I almost want to take that back because like these two are the definition of relationship goals. Like I would love to find a relationship like these two. They're that good. So my so yeah, Schitt's Creek at number 2, guys. And trust me, Schitt's Creek is not shit. I'll let you know that right now. So my number 1, before I get to my number 1, let me just check something here on my computer. But yeah, so it's an excellent series. Schitt's Creek is. Why is it not popping up? Okay. So here, I just am getting a buddy of mine real quick to pop on here, but all right. So real quick, I got that situated now. All right. So my number 1 is a very important show. This is where I start to get into sort of the important announcement. This show I'm about to mention literally changed my life. It changed my life in several ways. It's not only relatable in some of its coming of age aspects, but the show literally changed my life in me being able to be open about my sexual assault story. So not only was it able to help me to be more open on that, but it was also, the show kind of changed my life because it deals a lot with sexual kind of counters and kind of more and like relationships and such. And for years, I thought there was something kind of wrong with me for years because I noticed something in me that was kind of different. I was attracted to women, but I noticed like something that, like, for some reason I would be more like emotionally or romantically like into men in that kind of sense. And I was like wondering, like, I was like, what is wrong with me? I have to pick a side here. I can't be. Growing up Christian too is very hard to balance that out and know that, like, the church, who kind of doesn't support that kind of stuff, that you're taught not to go and fall into that
You can
lifestyle.
still
And
be
so
a Christian
when I
and
grew
be
up
proud of
Christian, I was like
yourself.
saying to myself, like, well, I can't be thinking these thoughts. I'm going to go to hell. I'm going to burn in hell and all that stuff if I think these thoughts. And so I didn't really, I tried to avoid that. I tried to take any of that stuff out of my head, out of picture. And then I started watching this show, and they mentioned something on there called pansexuality. And I was like, what is that? Like, I didn't know what it was at the time. And I looked it up, and I kind of realized and just to be safe, I know taking a test will never, like, truly, that doesn't determine your sexuality, because your sexuality is like within you. It's something that's you oriented. But just to be on the safe side, I took a test even about pansexuality and if you are pansexual and all that stuff, and I ended up getting a passing grade on it. And I was like, oh shoot, so I guess I am. And for any of you guys who don't know what it is, pansexual / panromantic, which I identify as is uh, pretty much you are capable of loving any gender, no matter what it is, whether it's man, woman, non binary, whatever. And a lot of us pans people, we're attracted to like the person's heart or soul in a way. So it's like, it's, as long as that person is like a genuinely great human being, then then we just love anyone. Um, and so I discovered that about myself, and it was I've been holding it in for so long now, for like, well, I guess not so long, for like 3 years. And when I was watching this show here, that's going to be a number one. I haven't even gotten to what the show is yet, but um, when I started watching this show, um, and it's especially season two that changed my life, but season two, uh, when they mentioned sexual assault, I was open to sharing that on Facebook and social media. And if you guys ever want to know my story, all you have to do is just DM me, and I will be open to telling you anything about my sexual assault if you guys want to know. Um, and I might save that for another video at a different time. But uh, it made me open to talk about it, and it felt like a weight being lifted off my shoulders. And then uh, the same thing happened in season two, and that was like 3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. And um, and I just kept on holding it back because I know I still have those Christian conservative friends who might watch the stream. They might check it out, and they will want nothing to do with me anymore after this. And I realized, I was like, I'm just gonna have to live with that if I want to be happy with who I am. I'm gonna have to be okay with losing. Wow, I'm actually getting emotional. I did not expect to get emotional on stream, guys. Wow. Okay. Um, but yeah, the thing about coming out and sharing a story like this is I expect to lose some friends, and I it's it's in the job description. Am I right? Um, but the show that I'm referring to, guys, is Sex Education. It's my number one. It is literally what helped me to discover, well, me, and literally helped me to just to understand my sexual uh, preference. And um, but it doesn't just deal with that stuff like pansexuality and you know um, and sexual assault. It deals with like subjects of like you get gay romance in there, you get lesbians, you get non-binary people now are introduced in season three. So you get like every single kind of uh, sexuality, nationality, whatever it may be. You get them all in there, all this great representation in there, and it's not only the best like teenage angst, I guess you could say, or kind of show out there as far as that. 'Cause every time it feels earned, and every character feels earned and necessary, and they all feel um, needed and real and honest. There's that word again. Um, but they also, it's just a great show in general, guys, and it's also important and timely because of what it deals with and the topics it discusses, and it's also the best depiction of the LGBTQ plus community I've seen on anything, movies, shows, whatever it may be. and a lot of women representation, as it's written by women writers and written by and directed by a lot of women. So there's a lot of great representation in the show, and it just spills on screen in such a natural way. And it's a show that has not only changed my life, but has changed several lives. Like many people would tell you, they wish they had this show growing up in high school or something like that, that taught them the proper, safe ways of sex and how to use it when it's safe, when it's not safe, all that. And part of me wishes I had this show too, because then I could have maybe discovered who I really was earlier. And, because it took till after high school for me to really discover who I was. But it was even during high school and middle school and all that that I realized there was something, what I thought at the time, wrong with me. But yeah, guys, so that is that's my number one pick is sex education. And that's my top 10 list for all of you guys. And that was my special announcement, was coming out live on stream for you guys. And for all the people who watch this show and anyone else who comes on and watches this, you will now know that about me, that I am pansexual / panromantic. And if any of you guys have an issue with that or a problem with that, please don't spill your hate. I really don't want you as a subscriber anymore. Please, I know I'm at 709 subscribers and it feels great, but if you don't support that and you don't support me on this journey and you don't, you're not going to have my back here, I don't want you subscribe to my channel. If that means losing many subscribers, I don't care. I keep this place here as a safe place. So anybody who wants to express their nationality, their sexuality, their gender, whatever it may be, I have this place here for people to be able to express themselves and express themselves in a free, non-judgmental way. And if any of you guys come in here with hate, I want you guys not only unsubscribe, but you guys will be permanently banned from ever viewing any more of my videos on my channel. And that is not a warning. That is a straight up, I guess you could say, threat. All right. I'm not going to take the hate. And for me, anyone could tell you, I've been bullied my whole life. I've been practically, there was a time in my life where I was at the lowest point of my entire life. And ever since then, I can't get any more low. So at this point, it's like, you know what? Say your hate. I don't really care what you have to say about me, but it's the other people who might see that, who are pansexual, gay, lesbian, trans, whatever it may be. They may see that and they will be hurt by it. And that I can't accept. Do whatever you want to me. DM me some BS hate speech. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. But if you go on saying hate that would attack other people that I care about, then that's when I have a problem with you and I want nothing to do with you. Then this is, all of you guys have known me as a super nice guy. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy if you guys do this. I swear I'm clicking the delete button and y'all are going to be gone forever. So, and I'm serious. This is not a joke. And I'm a funny guy. I know I'm a comedian. But this is not a joke. I will not tolerate it. I will not accept it. So, please get out of here if you don't support that stuff right now. So, thank you. With all that said, I'm going to see if any of you guys have commented anything. We've got Fluffy here. He says, "You love who you love. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect you for doing this, my friend." Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you for the kind message. That really is
Sex
doesn't get
education
me wrong.
is
Yeah, love is
more.
love. It
Sex education
there's no
is
reason to
sex
judge
education is
things
taught
differently.
people
And that's why
more
I needed to
than
leave
actual
the
sex.
church, is because I remember my church specifically,
Wait,
like
can you
when
not hear me?
Boy Scouts was there. Once they announced that gays were allowed into Boy Scouts, they disbanded the troop, and then I had to go to another troop that was more open to it. Um, but like my church, I remember they uh, they would single it out, and they would say stuff like, you know, um, sort of like, oh well, if you're, you can commit adultery and God will forgive you. Oh, you can commit, you can lie, God will forgive you. You can, you know, do this and this and this, and God will forgive you. They listed all these different sins, but then they said like, but then they'd say, but if you're homosexual, oh no, you're burning the lake of fire. God will never forgive that. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell are you talking? I'm like, whoa, really? I'm like, so you're like singling that out when literally it says in passages of the Bible, it says that God finds every sin equally to be abhorrently wrong. So I'm like, if he finds lying to be just as bad as adultery, just as bad as other things, then why are you singling out homosexuality, saying it's the worst sin ever, and you will never be forgiven if you're that, but you can be forgiven for every other one? It's bullshit. That's what it is, and that's why I had to leave. I just couldn't handle that toxic kind of fan base anymore. But yeah. With that said, guys, you guys have seen a side of me today that you guys haven't really seen: emotional side, an angry side, a happy side, everything. So you guys got all the Wolfman in this video today. But just running through my top 10 again, guys. Just so you guys know, if y'all are here for the actual list. Number 10 was Queer Eye. Number 9 was Doom Patrol. Number 8 is Hacks. Number 7 is Heartstopper. Number 6 is Euphoria. Number 5 is It's a Sin. Number 4 is Atypical. Number 3 is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Number 2 is Schitt's Creek. And number 1 is Sex Education. I did that in like one breath. All right. So,
Are you not going to go through
with that
films?
said, I will pass it over to my anti-gay friend, Ari. No, just kidding. He is a proud wolf ally, as he says there. Which it's funny. Every time I would type in the message ally, I always typed it in like Ally, and then I was like, wait, why am I spelling it Ally? And I realized I was been spelling it wrong. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's how you spell it. It's one of those dumb ginger moments, but anyways, how are you doing, man?
I'm okay. Sex education has taught people more important things
Well,
than
he
sex
is
ed.
not alive at the moment, so
Wait,
it's all right. That happens to the best of us.
wait, what?
Um,
Wait, can you not hear me?
I guess I'll just end the video here then. But yeah, guys, so that was my special announcement that I wanted to do in my other kind of yes, I cannot hear you. All right, can any of you guys hear him? Or is it just an issue with on my end?
What the hell?
Hold up. Trying to figure this out. Speak now or forever hold your peace, Ari.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
Okay, whoa, that's so weird. All right, so I can hear you when I'm on the YouTube stream here.
Oh,
and I'm watching it on YouTube. I cannot hear you right now on the actual StreamYard like link here for some reason.
Oh.
It's really odd. So I'm gonna have to. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna back out and then I'm gonna pop back in and see what happens.
Oh my. I don't know what's going on, but hard to think of TV shows, but Sex Education is great. It's really, I mean, it's unfortunately more, it's taught people more about sex education than actual sex education in schools, but it's great. I really like Asa Butterfield. It's fantastic in the show. But also I can't remember his name, but the guy who plays the friend is amazing. He's going to be the new Doctor in Doctor Who, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Very, very, very much. But you know, sex education is great. I mean, films. I can think of films. I can think of Rocket Man. Rocket Man is fantastic. It's one of my favorite musicals, and probably my favorite biopic ever. It's fantastic. Bohemian Rhapsody is one. Unfortunately, it's not very good. It doesn't really explore his sexuality like at all. Um, but that is one. Um, let me think of trying to think of more. But I'm a cheerleader. I actually saw that. I actually saw that recently, and that was really good. It's about a conversion therapy. Um, that was really good. I really like Natasha Lyonne. It's it's interesting seeing her when she was younger. But yeah, no, that is great. Um, let me think. What else? What else? Oh, Moonlight. Yeah, Moonlight. Moonlight. That's not only is that one of my favorite queer movies of all time, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, Queer Eye is fantastic. No, no, not Queer Eye. Moonlight. Moonlight is fantastic, man. Moonlight is one of my favorite films of all time. It is brilliant. I I should. I mean, I should rewatch that. To be honest, that movie is fantastic. And Mahershala Ali is just outstanding. And the fact that he's only in the first act, but you feel his presence the entire film is just. It's a masterpiece. Let me think. 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 Okay, Moonlight. There's God, why can't I? Oh, A Fantastic Woman is a really good movie. It's about a trans woman who she has a one night stand with this older man, and then he dies in his sleep.
What are you talking
And
about?
oh, I'm talking about A Fantastic Woman. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
It's about a trans woman who has a one night stand with this older man, and then he dies in his sleep, and the family doesn't want her around for the funeral, everything, and she's like, "No, I should be able to come." And there's actually a scene in the movie where the family of the guy she went out with, like goes after her, and like, I think they either beat her up or threaten to beat her up, and it's like but it's a dark, very dark movie, but it's great. It was nominated for an Oscar for Best Foreign Film in I think 20.
Yeah, I remember
It's
hearing about
actually
it.
the first trans. The director is the first trans person to ever be nominated for an Oscar, and they actually had another film come out just a few months later, the next year. It was an A24 film called Disobedient. Um,
I heard
with
about that.
Rachel Weisz and Rachel McAdams, which is a great movie. Also, a very dark, somber. It's a somber movie, but it's really good. Speaking of LGBTQ films, that's another one that's really good. And it's really
Yeah.
what I love about it is it's also very accurate to the Jewish community, specifically the Orthodox Jewish community. And it it's a really cool. I really like the way the film kind of progressives because I'm like because basically what it's about, it's based on a book. It's about these two Jewish Orthodox women. When they were young, they fell in love, and then one of them was like disowned by the community and left, and but now she's coming back because her dad, who I don't know what it's called, but it's not a rabbi, it's like a really high respected position in the Orthodox community. He passes away, so she comes back, and the girl I think Rachel McAdams is the one who is married to a man. She's married to the rabbi. The actor who plays the rabbi is really good. I'm forgetting his name, but he was in something else I saw too. But um, now she's back for the funeral, and they basically fall back in love. And I like the way everything pans out because it's not just the
Yeah.
typical, oh, the man.
Pans out, but get it?
It's but you think it's gonna be like the man is like 100% evil and like, oh no, how can you do this to me, you're gay. It's actually a very real complex.
They quoted Willem Dafoe. They said, how could you do this to me?"
Oh, um it's very good. I actually want to know if the director is working on something else because they're very good. It's actually
I
funny. It was either Rachel Weisz or Rachel McAdams who said in an interview that it was the best sex scene they'd ever did, and it was all real. Like they didn't
wow.
fake anything. And I'm like,
Whoa.
damn, are you trying to say something?
Yeah, that's
It is a very but it's not. I won't spoil anything, but I'll say it's not like other sex scenes.
so it's not like blue is the warmest color.
It's not like what?
Blue is the warmest color.
Wait, sorry. What was? Did you say the tunnel scene in Willy
No,
Wonka?
no. What the hell? No, I was
I
like,
I, I,
that's so
I,
way
well,
off.
I heard tunnel.
I said blue is the warmest
Oh,
color. I said
it.
something like that.
I mean, it's definitely a better movie. I've heard that movie kind of like feels like it's done in a male gazy way, but I haven't seen it. I
Yeah.
I didn't
I mean, I will say the sex scene's like 15 minutes long. It's like,
know that a lot of men use that movie as porn. I know that.
yeah, yeah, they pretty much do.
That I saw Atomic Blonde at an early screening, and not only was the guy on his phone, but he was recording the sex scene.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, you have no shame. You like, people can see you, right?
And speaking of Leia Sado, I saw her naked again today when I was watching Crimes of the Future. So
Yeah, she was naked twice in films in the last year.
three. She's also naked in the French Dispatch.
Wait, what's the other one?
Well, blue. Oh, well, okay. Blue's warmest color is like 2013. I forgot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
but I
so yeah.
highly and wait, actually, both Disobedience and A Fantastic Woman were both A24.
Really? I don't know. I didn't even know that they did those films.
Yeah, the Disobedience is really good. I should rewatch that. But unlike Cha Cha Real Smooth, the Jews in the movie actually wear yarmulkes.
Yeah, and
I like that. Seriously, I have never seen a film that's basically if they made a movie about Muslims and the women don't wear I think they're called hijabs. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's like that's a part of their culture. Like even even non-Orthodox Jews wear yarmulkes. Men are required to. It's not like that's like if
yeah,
that's like if you go to a baseball game and there's no baseball. It's like
yeah.
it,
That's kind of strange.
it's weird to me because okay, Cooper Raiff is not Jewish, but there are at least two Jewish actors in the movie. Brad Garrett who plays the dad, and I can't remember her name, but the Israeli girl who was in Lady Bird. Um,
Oh yeah.
I mean, she is a really good actress, but I think she's one of the most attractive people in like one of the most attractive celebrities. I mean,
She's really hot, dude.
there 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 is a running joke about it that Israeli women are like the hottest women on the planet.
That and Mexican women. I mean, those are like both like there's
Yeah.
something and
Um,
like yeah. So
she
there's
was
nothing special about those.
in what was that? Wasn't she in Amma?
Uh, no, Alma was the girl from Atypical that was in that. Um,
Or
wait, oh wait, that girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
yeah,
she
no,
was.
she was
Yeah.
in Amma.
Okay, well, hey, an Atypical, which I talked about today,
Yeah.
actress is
I
also
hope.
in that. But
Wait. Oh my God. Wait.
what?
Her first role was in Curb Enthusiasm.
Wait a second. It was. I think I know who.
That's
Was she
so.
one
Her
of the?
first role was the Jewish. I'm assuming it was a Jewish character because it said it. She was Larry's childhood friend. So I'm
Oh,
assuming that
okay.
was in a flashback.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I know who that. Ah, I
Wait,
didn't real.
where did she grow up? Did she grow up in the U.S.?
I think she did.
Huh.
I don't know for sure though. Um,
But that yeah, I really like her. The first thing I ever saw her in was Lady Bird.
nice.
Do
Yeah,
you
Lady
remember
Bird was really
Lady
good.
Bird, right?
Oh yeah, of course I've seen Lady Bird. Yeah, Lady Bird was
Wait,
really great. You know who she
uh,
reminds me of though a little bit?
who?
She reminds me a little bit of that girl from Booksmart. Do you remember the one um
You mean
that's like
the Diana Silvers?
the one that's like I get really good grades and I give really good hand jobs or whatever. You know that girl?
Wait, are you talking
Uh,
about the tall girl, the hot girl who is like kind of mean to um what's her name, Caitlin Deaver.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, kind of. I see what you mean, but Diana Silver is taller.
yeah.
Um,
I,
another actress, upcoming actress that I really like. She's Odeya Rush. It says her next movie in post production is with Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. Oh wow.
It's in post production, so I guess. And Eric Dane is in it too. You know, the Joker from Euphoria.
Perfect segue there because it's
Oh wait, did you talk about Euphoria?
I did, yeah. That was my number 6 pick was Euphoria. Um,
Yeah.
I,
He's
I I even went on a rant though with Euphoria because I like the show, but I went on to a rant earlier, uh, talking about how the community almost ruined it for me.
yeah,
Um,
the community is pretty bad.
they're extremely toxic and would be like, "Oh my god, I ship rules," or "Oh my god, I ship this and that," and I'm like, "You're not supposed to ship any of them. They're all toxic." It's like it's just
uh,
so it's just so dumb how people act. And then I remember I complained about something I thought was being bad about something on the show, and then people went off on me about it, and I was like, "Jeez, people,
in
calm down."
hindsight, with the whole season over, I do think season two was pretty disappointing and disjointed.
Yeah, because there would be like great episodes, like the Eric Dane episode, and
Yeah, but overall, it
episode
feels like
5.
like, like
But
what's the vision? Like, what's the overall? It
yeah,
it felt like a hangout season, but not like in a good way. Like in a what are you doing way.
yeah, and sort of like yeah,
And
because
they
there's
made
just
it
some
too big. They made it
y-
too big. I'm like,
yeah,
just focus on the characters and their lives and what they're going through.
yeah, it didn't feel as intimate as the
Yeah,
first
season one is
and
definitely
the
better.
special
I hope
episodes.
season three gets back on track.
Yeah, because there was definitely there were some of those moments, but overall it's like I don't know. They might still go the route they've been going because it made it the second most popular show on HBO of all time. Uh, so who knows? It might be
I
something.
really want to see Eric Dane in more stuff because he's a really good actor.
I do. I'm wondering if he'll be Emmy nominated for Euphoria. That'd be
He
interesting.
should.
He absolutely should because like his scene alone
Doesn't he
stole like
sound like Josh Brolin though?
a little bit, but his voice is just a little lighter. Like
Yeah.
it's got because Josh Brolin has a very deep voice to him. Um,
Yeah. I know, but he like I'm honestly expecting him um to to say I'm sorry, little one.
He should. He should say that to Nate in season 3, and then Nate gets like locked up in prison or something. Um.
Yeah, but why didn't you talk about
Oh,
films? Why did you just talk about TV?
but that is one thing though. That's one thing that completely bugged me too. Is that how like people? I remember hearing people who went on thread saying like, "Well, Nate doesn't deserve Cassie. He's way better with Maddie and all this stuff." And they were going on like
The
even
show
talking
isn't
about.
saying that
I'm
she.
like, I'm just like, what the heck? Why are y'all even rooting for him to be in a relationship with anyone? I'm like, what the heck? like, it's so weird. Yeah. Um,
See, I saw an interview with the actress who played Cassie recently, and she said that I'm seeing all these people sexualizing me and saying I'm so hot. Did you missed the point of the show? The point, it's a realistic portrayal of a hot girl and what they go through. And
yeah.
by nonstop just talking about how hot she is, you didn't get the point.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I do
Um,
think that this season they like it got to the point where it felt like they were just portraying her as a like hysterical woman from like a movie from the 1920s.
yeah,
Like
I definitely.
season 1, it was a really good portrayal of a realistic portrayal of a hot girl. But then this season it felt like they, especially with the play, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, what are we doing here? Like what, like she's almost being portrayed as like a monster, and I'm like, that's okay. Um,
yeah. It was really weird. I mean, but everyone says that she's like Emmy worthy as well, and I mean, I can understand that because of her
yeah, I
young and stuff.
really hope that Madam Web doesn't turn out to be shit.
But yeah,
But
how would you feel about her being the next Harley Quinn? There's been people who've been talking about that, and like,
like in the Robert Pattinson world,
I guess so. Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. I kind of think if you're gonna talk about a Euphoria actor, Hunter Schafer would be better for that role.
oh my god, that's so true. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
I think yeah,
I
that
think
would definitely be
that
good. That's
Eric Dane should be in Joker too. He takes over as the new Joker. He fights Joaquin Phoenix and wins.
yeah. Is the scene that there's really just the opening scene of the movie is just walking Phoenix gets shot in the back of the head, and it turns out to be Eric Dane, and he
No, no,
just
no, no, no. It's the scene he Joaquin Phoenix goes into a bar and they just use the footage from that bar scene in Euphoria with the laughing.
he passed the bar.
Yeah, and then Chuck shows up and he's in clown makeup. You passed the bar? No, not that kind of bar.
Uh, um, but yeah, so yeah, the ones I mentioned
Wait, but
today
why didn't you talk about films?
because I'm saving films for another one. I wanted to talk about TV today because of sex education and how how that intertwines into
Wait, why don't you
my
just knock it all out right now?
sexual
Do films
orientation.
now too.
I mean,
I mean, I'm
I,
here right now.
I can. I just don't know if I have like a full concrete list of like films because there's so many
Yeah,
more LGBTQ films to like choose from than
Severance is technically
you know,
LGBTQ.
this is true. That's the one I'd put in the honorable mention. I totally forgot about that.
I
The
mean, it's not an LG.
Severance
It
is really good.
has an LGBTQ
Yeah,
relationship, sort of.
yeah. That like even the ones that were like sort of relationships in a way. I left those off of that's like Haunting a Hill House, which has an LGBTQ relationship, but it's like not really the
Which
focus.
I don't know how it's
So,
gonna turn out, but I really like seeing two older men in a relationship. I mean, not a. I mean,
well,
it
so
might. I don't know
far,
what's gonna happen, but I do really like seeing that.
yeah, I really love seeing that too. That was one of my
Who
favorite
knew
parts about
Christopher
it.
Walken and John Turturro would have such good chemistry?
I know, right? I really want to see them in more stuff together. Um, they're
Has
yeah,
Christopher
they're great.
Walken ever been in like a recurring role in a TV series?
He's actually in an Amazon Prime series right now. I forget what it's called, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I forget what it's called though. Um,
Huh.
but it's like a 6 episode Amazon Prime series or something. Um, so yeah, Christopher Walken, but that like came out, I think either before or after Severance, like right before or after, something
Hmm.
like that. It came out this year, but um, I've, but yeah, it's I don't know if he's had any show beforehand, um, but Severance was
Maybe since Ben Stiller, Christopher Walken and John Turturro could be in a Noah Baumbach movie.
maybe that would be really cool.
Is Ben Stiller in the new Noah Baumbach movie?
Is he? I have no idea. Um,
He's
'cause
I still haven't
he's
watched it, but I heard Greenberg is amazing.
he's been in While We Were Young, which was another Nolan's movie, and he was in Merowitz Stories. Um,
And then he was in Green. I think it's called Greenberg.
yeah,
With that was with
um,
Greta Gerwig. Um,
which is her and Adam Driver I know for sure, and what is in a Boston movie, but I'm trying to see if Ben Stiller is white. Ben
Adam
Stiller is white
Driver. Wait,
noise.
is Adam Driver the main character?
Yeah,
Oh
along
wow!
alongside
It doesn't look like Ben
her.
Stiller is in, but I really want to see Ben Stiller and Adam
Yeah,
Sandler be in another Noah Baumbach film.
that would be great. Um,
I yeah,
I'd love to see like Adam Sandler pop up in like a Scorsese or like Tarantino film or something like that.
I think
So, like,
I think a Scorsese film is more likely, but I think that's going to happen.
actually, I think a Tarantino film is more likely. You know why?
Really?
Here's the reason why. Because you know the role that Eli Roth played in *Inglourious Bastards*.
Yeah. Wait,
That
no,
that
actually, no.
he was the guy who like had the bat who whacked the Nazi with the
Oh,
baseball bat
okay.
and everything in the head, and he was that guy. Apparently, that role was going to be Adam Sandler,
Oh,
and then apparently Adam Sandler had like scheduling conflicts or something like that and couldn't do it. So then they got Eli Roth instead.
did you
So
see Hustle?
not yet. That's on my list.
It's top 5 sports movies ever.
Wow.
Well,
I
it's
didn't know.
very conventional for a sports movie, but it's just so good at what it's doing.
I'm really excited to check it out, and that's it. I'm glad that Netflix actually is a good movie with Adam Sandler. It's like, jeez,
You
it's like
know,
they've been doing it for years.
in some countries, Uncut Gems is a Netflix movie. In Because in Israel, it only came out on Netflix. I don't think it was in theaters in Israel.
Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere. Um,
It's great.
that's great.
You can tell watching the movie that Adam Sandler just loves basketball with all of his heart. Like I
Oh
don't
yeah.
like sports, but like this movie is a love letter to basketball.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, and Adam Sandler's great. There's a guy, I can't remember his name, but there's a guy who's an actual player in the NBA who plays a villain in the movie. He basically keeps like trying to piss off the player that's being mentored by Adam Sandler. Also, the main guy in the main player in the movie actually is played by, I think he's either played by the player he's playing or he it's a different basketball player.
Dude,
But
you said player so many times in one sentence.
I know, but he's really good. I think the reason he's not getting as much praise is he has a more subtle performance than Adam Sandler. But Adam Sandler's performance is still kind of subtle, at least compared to like Uncut Gems. But
Sure.
I'm really excited for his next film. Thought it was supposed to come out this year, but I'm
Anthony
not sure.
Edwards.
The one written from the writer of the what's the show The Last of Us the it's about like a natural disaster. Um, but the person who's doing the Last of Us show worked on that show. Uh, can't remember, but the movie's
Yeah.
called Spaceman. Oh,
Well, I
it's
know
from
it's from the Chernobyl creator,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that? Yeah.
It was. Wait, Paul Dano is going to be in it. The new Adam Sandler film.
Oh wow.
It's Adam Sandler, Paul Dano, Carey Mulligan, um, and other people I don't. That's going to be really good.
Sounds really good. Um,
It says it's supposed to come out this year. there's like 3 parts in the movie where Adam Sandler does the Adam Sandlerism, like the weird voice, like the oh sugar wookity.
Oh wow. Um, Adam Sandler doesn't have a weird voice. What are you saying?
The Hustle is actually a Happy Madison production.
No, it isn't. Seriously?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh my
It's the
god.
first good. Okay, I
Oh, not
heard.
first good, but first serious.
I heard Hubie Halloween was good.
Well, it wasn't like some of his older stuff too. Like, isn't that his older comedies? Isn't it still Happy Madison or
Hmm.
no? Like
Are
Happy
they?
Gilmore.
Look it up. Look it up.
Oh yeah, I'll look that up.
Whenever his next film comes out, we should do a marathon and do commentaries on all his films.
Oh, that'd be a long.
And I mean all of, or maybe we should only do all of his bad films.
Let's see. Happy Madison films has done a lot. They did my biggest guilty pleasure, which is Master of Disguise. Yeah, so so some of his older stuff is still Happy Madison.
Okay, well, it's his
So,
first good Netflix Happy Madison film.
yeah. So that is that's really cool. I'll have to definitely check that. Wait, Happy Madison did Reign Over Me?
Okay, that is surprising.
What? I am.
See, why did he do that and then he stopped with the serious roles for like however many years?
Yeah, that is kind of loud.
Was there anything between Reign Over Me and Marwood Stories?
There was this one though that I heard tried to be serious, but it was actually pretty bad. I would think it was called like Men, Women, and Children.
Oh yeah, from
I
guy
remember
who directed,
Men,
like,
Women, and Children.
Juno. Yeah, it's from the guy who directed Juno and Up in the Air.
It's
and Playing
bad.
His Own. That's what I've heard review wise.
You know what the Rotten Tomatoes score is too?
69.
33.
Oh,
Oh.
close
To
enough.
be fair, there are Adam Sandler films that have that score and are good.
Yeah.
Like Billy Madison.
Big Daddy, I love Big Daddy, and that has a
Yeah, but this one though, you would have said though too. It says Men, Women, and Children is timely, but director Jason Reitman's overbearing approach to its themes blunts the movie's impact.
Oh.
Well,
And then it has actually like two good, like Adam Sandler's in it, Emma Thompson, Judy Greer, and then like Dean Norris. I like Dean Norris, and then Michael's girlfriend.
Norris.
Wait, Dean Norris in it?
I'm saying
Yeah.
that just for Dean Norris alone.
And then Caitlin Deaver's in it.
And
then J.K. Simmons.
Does Dean Norris collect minerals in it?
Wait, speaking of, we should bring this up because it's in a Pride stream. J.K. Rowling, did you hear she was pranked on a fundraiser stream for Ukraine?
Oh no, really? What?
She was. I mean, it's good that she was on a stream for Ukraine, but it's hilarious and great that she was pranked.
What was pranked?
So she was pranked by these 2 Russian guys who were pretending to be the president of Ukraine.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, how did they get access to the stream?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this politician? Apparently, or he was. You don't even know if it was a politician. Apparently, in Russia, he ran for president in a Darth Vader outfit, and he sounded like Darth Vader and everything, with like and breathed Darth Vader and like said his name was Darth Vader and all that stuff. And apparently, eventually, he was actually winning in all the votes, and then they had to disqualify him because he wouldn't actually announce his real name. He just kept on saying he was Darth Vader. It's like, and he was running for president of Russia or something. It's like, wow.
That's like how in Australia there were a bunch of people that were in the census saying they were Jedi. That's a real thing. Like thousands of people.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Yep. So Marcel, well, the show with shoes on, it looks like it comes out this next week for the wide release, or maybe it's.
Okay.
I'm not sure because I'm seeing it's not playing here next weekend, but it's playing in Chicago next weekend. I'm wondering if it's either wide release or expanded limited
Okay.
because it's in New York this weekend. Alessio saw it.
Nice.
I'm like lucky bastard.
Yeah, did you guys know though who was the first like openly gay character on TV?
Who?
Oh,
Billy Crystal in this sitcom called Soap.
did either of you
Ooh.
see the film he
Was
was
there
in
soap?
last year with Tiffany Haddish?
I wanted to.
Do you know Tiffany Haddish is Jewish?
Yep.
Did you know
Yeah.
your mom is Jewish?
I mean, yeah. I it'd be kind of weird if I didn't know that. But Tiffany Haddish called her bat mitzvah a black mitzvah.
Wow.
She's okay.
Wait, Ross, what did you say?
She's okay. Sometimes I really like her, and other times she kind of annoys me. It depends on the movie.
Oh, I think she's hilarious.
Yeah,
You're just saying that because she's black.
No.
Yeah, racist.
No, because like I said the same thing about like Russell Brand.
Oh, don't compare to Russell Brand. Russell Brand is not funny at all.
Hey, bedtime stories is comedic genius.
And then, like Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
I have never ever liked him in a role.
Yeah, Russell Brand is one of those that are. He also his YouTube channel, like he can be very obnoxious sometimes.
I can't stand Ricky Gervais, and I'd even take Ricky Gervais over him.
Oh, because Ricky Gervais is actually like hilarious as far
Especially
as
the joke.
Sometimes.
Did you his like Golden Globes joke? Me and my dad are going, "Oh my god, that was bad." You know which one it was? He said, "Like I see that now. Like all of you guys came in here in limos, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman."
Okay, that's actually funny.
That's why me and my dad are like, that was
not bad. That's great.
No. I mean that we went, yeah, that's bad, but it is hilarious.
You know that I actually met her.
Really?
I met her before that came out.
Her husband is one of my favorite actors.
She was here there's a place here called No Studios. It's a art studio created by the writer of 12 Years a Slave, John Ridley. I actually met him there. He's actually from Milwaukee. He's actually a rarity, something you don't see a lot. He's from a middle class, quite well off money wise, black family. You usually don't see that. He's from the rich area by here called Mequon. But he started the studio. I went to an Oscar party. It was kind of fun. But it's an art studio, and they had an event there. I think it was for the Milwaukee Film Festival. And she was there. I don't remember if she was there for a film or what she was there for, but she was there. And I met her. I actually have a picture with her. I think
was her husband there?
What?
Was her husband there? Because I would love to meet her husband.
No, I wish. Do you think he knew about it?
I don't know.
I hope he didn't, because I really like him.
Who's your husband again?
William H. Macy.
From Jurassic Park 3.
I know who
your favorite film of all time.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I think he actually did know about it. I think.
I hate Jurassic Park 3, but I wish they would have brought him back in the new one. I think that could have been fun.
Yeah, or brought back the kids. That would have been fun too.
If You know, if this was really the last one, then why didn't they end it in a way that made it seem like the end?
Yeah.
The ending of the film really felt like this could be the end, but there also could be more.
I guess they were trying to leave that open in case they ever want to come back to the universe. Like
I want there to be
years down the line.
more, not because I think there's a lot more story to tell, but because I don't want it to end on such a bad note.
I mean, because that's the thing is, if this one didn't come out, it already was going to end on a bad note with Fallen Kingdom. So it's like, you know.
I actually do think there are still things you could do. I think you could do a trilogy of an actual Jurassic World, like.
Yeah.
But see, not to get on a rant about the movie, but I think the worst thing for me is that the movie starts and there was no sort of dinosaur like apocalypse. Like it was all good. Like the worst that happened is the fish dinosaur knocked over a ship. Like
Yeah.
I'm like Jurassic World. Oh no, everything's fine. I guess.
True. Yeah, it wasn't really much of a.
Do you think
You're
we're
right.
gonna get a teaser? Speaking of Chris Pratt, do you think we're gonna get a teaser for Guardians 3 at Comic-Con?
That'd be cool. Or in front of Thor: Love and Thunder.
Well, they're probably gonna have a Guardians 3 panel there, right?
Oh yeah, two now, like plus.
Guardians 3 camos?
No, a panel because it
Oh,
comes out next year.
Oh.
Do you know what do I think we're gonna do then? I don't think I think that might be a little bit too early for Guardians 3 like teaser or something. But though I think we will get something Guardians related, you know, around Thor: Love and Thunder time or Comic-Con for the holiday special.
Yeah.
Is it really too early for teaser? I mean, the last few years we've kind of gone back to trailers sooner to the release, but in the last 10 years they've done a lot of giving us a trailer way far ahead.
But see, I think it's like sometimes I feel like that's a detriment when you do it that far ahead because then it's like people kind of forget about that after it's been so long. If you do
Why are we going back to that to trailers closer to release?
Because then people actually remember the trailer like as soon.
Do you know what else though?
Comes out.
Do you know what else I'm noticing too though that we're getting more and more?
What
are trailers that give away nothing?
But then
are we though?
There are still trailers that give away a lot though.
Ross, are we actually though?
I think so. You know, like it's because like I don't know if you guys like got this trailer for this movie that comes out in a few months. It's called Fall.
But Bullet Train, the second trailer, pretty much told you the whole movie.
So yeah, that gave away a lot.
So it's like, there's definitely some trailers.
Yeah, but that's Sony though too. Remember how Sony gave away 40 minutes of the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Wait, did they actually?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an underrated movie.
With all the teasers, you know, I mean, like with all the TV spots and everything, they gave away 40 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
What if instead of getting an Amazing Spider-Man 3 or a Spider-Man 4 Tobey Maguire, they do those movies, but they switch the actors for Spider-Man? Like,
cool.
What if we got Spider-Man 4 with Andrew Garfield and Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire?
Did you guys get that trailer though in front of the black phone or no for that movie called Fall?
No, but I saw the poster as I was walking out, and I was like,
I don't think I got any. I don't think I got a lot of trailers because I was at an early screening.
I'll send you guys the trailer. It's creepy. Do you know what it is?
What?
If you start off on the ground, right, and then it like shoots up this radio tower, and then you hear the two girls screaming, "Help! Help! There's nothing we can do up here!" And then it says Fall, coming August.
Does it look amazing?
It actually looks pretty scary too. Like I also got that note trailer, which I think gives away a little bit too much. Actually, maybe.
I've been looking down every time that trailer pops up. I haven't watched it. I've been looking down and looking away because I don't want any other trailer. I've been always sold after the first trailer for Nope. So
Wait, Michael, can you watch an episode of Severance tonight?
Maybe, but I'm gonna have to wrap this up if we're gonna do that.
If we end now, can you?
Maybe. I could. I'll.
Well, we should probably end now
I'll
anyway.
I'll message you and tell you if I can or not. But before we go, I just want to hear from you guys. Some of your favorite like LGBTQ shows and stuff like that. Yeah.
I can't think of other than Sex Education and Euphoria.
Yeah.
Me, Sex Ed, Euphoria.
Yeah, you haven't seen Euphoria yet.
I've seen like the first like 5 episodes,
Oh, okay.
And then let's see what else. I had one on the tip of my tongue. This Is Us could be considered one kind of. Remember, because William.
Yeah.
But
And
just
then-
one character being queer
No,
make an LGBTQ show.
William and Tess. They're both.
Oh yeah, Tess too. Yes.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like there's like but movies too. Like Brokeback Mountain. Of course.
Dickinson is good.
Oh yeah, I need to finish Dickinson. That's the
Killing
reason
Eve was good, at least the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, it started going downhill and third. Dude, I like watched the first couple episodes of season 4, and it's already bad. I'm just like, oh geez. I'm like, I just can't imagine what the rest is like.
Wait,
so.
Why does The Haunting of Hill House show up? Or The Haunting of Bly Manor?
Well, Haunting of Bly Manor makes sense. Haunting of Hill House is has an LGBT character in there, but
for films, Moonlight might be the best one.
Oh yeah,
for me, it might be like Portrait of a Lady on Fire. For me, as far as
wait, LGBT. Who was? Oh, Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Oh shoot! Yeah, that was a really good one too.
Oh man, that movie is amazing. She's the female Adam Sandler, like the comedian actor who's the best actor and the worst crap.
Oh yeah, to Mike, though, like, do you know which one could be interpreted as an LGBTQ movie too, though?
What?
One of your favorite movies, Black Swan.
Yeah, that's another one.
Not LGBTQ, but there's theories about Bonnie and Clyde that the man is asexual.
Oh wow. Booksmart is
actually advances on him, but he declines, but he still has affection for her.
Yeah. And as far as series,
as
far as TV series, I don't know if this would count, but in the latest trailer for What We Do in the Shadows, apparently they said, "What are you? Like polyamorous?" and stuff, as they were talking about, because they're vampires, they just have sex with whoever they want. So
wait, when does the next season come out?
It comes out like July 14th, July 12th, somewhere.
Maybe I'll catch up.
Are you have you started watching it?
I watched the first episode. There's a Better Call Saul / The Office actor in it.
Oh really? Who?
Yeah, remember in Better Call Saul, the guy, the
oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
We should do a Better Call Saul speculation, because like I watched this interview with Bob Odenkirk, and knew what he said.
What?
He said that there's a new character introducing the second half who is played by one of the greatest actors
of our time.
Yeah.
He didn't say of all time. He said of our time. It has to be Morbius, played by Jack Nicholson. Do
you know who this guy actually said, though, that like I would love?
I don't like that idea, though, of introducing new characters in your final season.
I would be against that, but this is Better Call Saul, and
yeah,
I think they can do it. But they're gonna. What kind of character could it be for like the last 6 episodes?
Yeah, I don't know. That's something that.
Do you know who some people are speculating, though? It could be Kevin Costner.
Why did they think that? Oh, give me a break. Because of the joke?
No, because he is a known actor, and then he's actually a very good actor too.
Who would he play? His dad?
Well, he's also on Yellowstone, which is one of the most popular TV shows.
Wait, but who would he play? What kind of character? Ross.
I don't know yet. Or maybe, what if it was Forrest Whitaker?
Although, what if he's talking about more of a more recent actor? Because those are older actors.
Yeah. He said of our time.
Like OUR. Yeah.
But he could mean of all time because this is also the same guy who accidentally spoiled that death.
He spoiled what?
He spoiled the death. He posted a picture with that actor back in December, and you can see red on Howard's hair.
Oh, jeez.
He's an old guy. He probably doesn't understand technology and how people will see that.
Probably.
But that was pretty fucking stupid.
I guess
it's kind of funny.
Because from a far distance, you can't really tell it. You have to like zoom in to see it. So I guess that's why
it is funny though. Like when the episode came out, a bunch of people were going back to that picture and like being like, I think I'm in the middle of something. There's really no need to.
Oh wow, that's great.
I saw crazy. Wait, I saw a crazy theory. Someone said that in the opening scene, they think Howard's gonna get up and say, I think I was in the middle of something," and then Lalo shoots him again, and then they walk outside, and Howard suddenly teleported outside, and he said, I think I was in the middle of something."
Or no, he's gonna morb.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
He actually confirmed though for Halloween Kills. He wasn't Halloween Kills. They said, Bob Odenkirk.
Wait, what? He's in Halloween Kills?
They said photo only.
What does that mean? Photo only.
Okay, like
what?
Okay, like in Top Gun Maverick, like is how you see Goose's picture.
Why would he be a photo only if he's never been in these films?
Yeah.
Wait, Ross. Why?
Yeah. See, it says,
was he in a Halloween film before?
No, I don't think he was.
See,
then why would it be photo only?
Maybe he's supposed to play another, like, because they did recasting for Tommy Jarvis. Not Tommy Jarvis.
No. It said Bob Sims.
Bob Sims? That's not Bob Odenkirk.
That's not Bob Odenkirk.
No. He's playing Bob Sims. It said it in Halloween Kills.
But why would you do photo? Why would you cast such a good actor for a photo? Usually you only do that for someone like a character who died.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not for Halloween Ends?
It said Halloween Kills. Okay, like do you remember the guy with the glasses who died in the original Halloween?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's him.
So he was in a photo in Halloween Kills?
Yes.
Yeah.
What? Why would they get such a good actor for just a picture?
Well, I guess because they were like, I guess to pay tribute to the original actor, if they couldn't get the original actor to.
Do you know who was
that? Might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Bob Odenkirk though was actually Oscar worthy in one of his movies, and I'm being serious too.
Only one?
I mean, the one that could actually get some Oscar nominations. I mean,
only one.
Nebraska.
Oh yeah. Wait, did he not get nominated?
Nope.
That movie's amazing.
That movie is. I love that movie.
I met the aunt and uncle of the director. They live in the Milwaukee area.
Speaking of this week, Awards Roundtable is going to come back, and we're going to do our early 2023 Oscar predictions. So
they came to the theater I worked at, they came to see Downsizing in
Oh,
I
this
heard that movie
movie.
was bad.
It was such a disappointment.
It wasn't good, but they told me and my coworker a story about how they went to the Oscars for one of his movies, and they met Donald Trump, and they said he was the rudest celebrity they'd ever met.
Did you know that Donald Trump apparently forced himself onto the set of Home Alone 2?
What do you mean forced himself?
Like apparently,
Okay, because like that was his building.
Yeah, that was his building at the time.
Wait, so they didn't ask him to be in it? He asked to be in it?
Like, yeah, he pretty much said, "Oh, if you guys are going to shoot it here, then I have to be in it." And that was like
the scene is actually really funny, and they made a version where he isn't in it. Like they erased him. So Macaulay Culkin says, "Where's the restroom?" Okay, thank you. Wait, someone should do that for just like random iconic scenes in movies.
It should.
Like, do you know which one would be hilarious then?
What?
The scene from Midnight Cowboy when the car drives up and almost hits him. And he says, "I'm walking here. I'm walking here."
So if he just says "I'm walking here," but there's no car.
Yes.
Like he just gets hit by nothing.
Yes.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Yeah, you have to like about the girl from Downsizing, you know, like Hung Chow, you know, from like Downsizing, right?
Yeah.
You mean the girl?
Her movie though could be nominated this year too. The movie she's in.
What movie?
The Whale.
She's in The Whale?
Yes.
See, there was so much dumb, unfunny humor with her character.
Wait,
I think there were like a few racist jokes. I honestly can't remember. I don't fucking know.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
About the girl in Downsizing.
Oh, Downsizing. Oh, I tried to forget.
Hung Chow.
No.
I mean, I didn't hate it, but I would not recommend it.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. So that is that'll be it for us today. This is just kind of a hangout part at the end. But
should probably end the stream now.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay. Because I think you should do that.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great coming on here, guys, and sharing you guys my favorite shows, but most importantly, coming out and telling you guys my sexual orientation. So yeah, so thank you all.
You're not any less of a Christian. You can still be a Christian.
Exactly. I just can have to believe differently than the hateful ones, you know? And that's what
there are churches that are accepting.
Yeah, there are.
I walked past a church by Chicago Pride that had a giant pride flag in the garden.
Oh wow, that's cool. I'll definitely have to, and yeah, I'll have to look and see if there's any churches nearby that are accepting.
Unfortunately, I wouldn't hold your breath for that.
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but yeah. So thank you all for your support, your love, and I hope you guys continue to show me some support even through sharing this. And I will see you guys in the next video. I got a Thing commentary I'm doing tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Because
I love that
40th.
movie.
That's the 40th anniversary is the Thing tomorrow.
Oh, you're doing a commentary?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
I want to join, but only for the Wilford Brimley scenes.
I want to join Mike just because I love that movie too, you know. But that
I saw it in the theater at the Milwaukee Film Festival, but the projection, the color was horrible. It was like orange the whole movie.
I heard that the re-release that they did in theaters, I heard people complaining about that. About like the actual 40th anniversary re-release.
Wasn't there complaining about the aspect ratio?
Oh yeah, I think that is.
That is ironic that I saw it recently in theater, and for the re-release, it also has issues.
Yeah, because it's like people said it wasn't like in the original aspect ratio. And
That's
what made
actually kind of
me upset.
cool though, because they brought it back again the next day, so you could see it twice in a theater.
Yeah. So
If
that's
you went for that, you could have seen it again. But
and then
yeah, no,
and then the Alamo Draft House near me is having it in like August. So it's like
you know, they're building an Alamo Draft House in Chicago,
wow,
and it's right by the super gay area.
interesting. I don't know that.
The super gay area, they renamed it. It used to be called Boys Town. It's Chicago is apparently one of the biggest LGBTQ populations in any city.
Wow, it's kind of crazy.
It also has, I'm
Um,
pretty sure, like the third highest Jewish population in the country. Guess how many Jews?
how many?
300,000.
Jesus Christ!
There's a
God
big community
damn.
here in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee has like 30.
God damn.
And so the biggest is of course New York City, with
Oh
about
yeah.
1 million Jews.
Wow.
We're not a minority there.
No, that's for sure.
It also has
Um,
500,000
and
pizza people.
as far as you know,
Okay,
the
we
queer.
should end the stream now though. I'll stop talking.
All right, thank you. But yeah, so I will see you all in the next stream. But coming up this week, guys, you can see that I'm also wanting to do a best shows and best movies of the year so far at the end of June, like very end of June. And then also, you guys, awards roundtable is coming back very soon. So stay tuned for all sorts of fun and exciting new content coming your way that you can find only here at Mega Movies YouTube channel. So see you all later on. And till next time, stay proud, my friends. Yeah.
Yes.